Public tayo. We're live on Facebook, streaming. Naka-public tayo. Syempre, proud kami na i-present kayo sa public. Just like we did last year, Joyce, di ba? Presentin natin ang ating mga fellows. Yes. Di ba? Ayun. Okay, chika-chika muna tayo. Hi, Romel. Hi, Elmer. Sir Clemel. Oo. Mamaya tatawagin kayo randomly. So, hindi nyo alam kung sino muna.
Hello, Sir Ariel.
Hi, Dexter.
Good afternoon.
How are you today? Is it a good weather dyan sa parte ninyo? Kasi dito sa amin sa Cavite, medyo sunny. Pero usually, pag hapon or towards the evening, umuulan na siya ng malakas. Pero
good weather na ngayon. Good weather.
Good weather. Very good. Good weather.
Hindi kagaya nung weekend na
maulan. Hi, Glenda. Si Elmer, naglalakad talaga. Very busy. Thank you, Elmer. Kahit alam ko busy kayo lahat. So, mga 1 hour lang naman to. Pag medyo napasarap kayo, kasi depende yan sa inyo. Pag madami yung sinasabi, abutin tayo ng sobra 1 hour. Ayun. Mga 2:20, tapos na tayo nito. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Ray.
Ay, hindi pa. Hindi pa.
Hi, Ray. Ganun parang background niyo. Parang nasa beach ka, no?
Presentation niyo.
Parang nasa beach ka.
Ma'am, thank you.
Hindi po, sir.
Kasi merong coconut. Merong coconut tree.
Ay, nagpo kami yung office.
Hi, Mr. Ruel Mazon.
Saan na yung office namin ngayon? Sa Aurora Hill.
Good afternoon. Welcome po sa PPI.
Pero malayo dinaanan namin sa Longlong. Umikot kami kasi sobrang traffic. Hindi.
Sino yung nagsasalita?
Online na talaga.
Traffic daw sa Zoom ngayon. Ayan. Ilan na ba? So si Ate Bes ngayon, admin natin is actually checking your attendance or the attendance of everybody kasi that's part of the requirement for the fellowship program. As we present you to the public now. Sige, tingnan natin. Ate Bes, check mo Ate Bes kung sino pang wala. Check your seatmates. Hi, Ma'am Jo.
Hello po.
Si Ma'am Jo ba to? Ay, oo nga.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Alam ko, excited ka, no?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sir Ruel.
Okay po.
Excuse me.
Hi, Glenda. Oo.
Hello, Sir Arya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Si Kimberly and Sherwin are also
Para nag-share sila ng Zoom.
Yeah, using one device lang.
Oo, we know that. Parang wala pa si Bong Sarmiento.
Oo, we're missing him.
Parang ganun din siya last year. Hi,
okay na po, tig-isa na po. Kimi to.
Hi, Kim.
Tig-isa na sila.
Oo. Naghiwalay na kami. Tig-isang.
Saigon. Oo.
Tig-isang na kami, tig-isang device na kami.
Conjugal. Diba? Oo.
Hindi, naghiwalay na kami.
Naghiwalay na kayo?
Device na kami.
Ang bilis ng maghiwalay. Ang bilis yun naman maghiwalay.
Parang yung naghiwalay Ariel recently,
Ay, oo nga. Nasagi kami ni Joyce.
High profile.
Oo.
Ay, anong hiwalayan to?
Oo. Ay, Kuya Froy. Parang nasa mall ka. Bahay pala. Ayun.
Uy, anong hiwalayan yun?
Hi, Tita Julie.
Julie, ang iyong
Si Mamu.
kolumnista.
Kamusta pa?
Oo. Okay,
Hindi ko alam yan
yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, ating mga taga-suporta ninyo, syempre parang meron kayong mga fans, di ba? Saka yung participants ng PPI, network of participants ng PPI from the first training to the last, in-invite sila lahat para maipakilala kayo sa inyo. So, nagpepwentuhan lang muna tayo while waiting for the others. So, in 2 minutes, we are going to start. Ayun. Sige, 2 minutes.
Andali lang, excuse lang ko. Yung ano kasi naka-newbies.
Sige, pwede pa tayo magkwentuhan ngayon. Pero later, i-mute ko na yung audio ninyo. Just show your faces mamaya para for our class picture. Na-miss nyo ba yung training? Ang saya ng training, no? Yung Manila workshop natin on transparency. Ako particularly, madami din ako natutunan. Oo. Dami din ako. And we're actually looking forward, just waiting for the approval of HSF on the numeracy kasi yung medyo urgent. Yung TOT for next year na lang yun, training of trainers for civic journalism. So there's a lot of activities in store for you or for the others in 2023. Magpa-planning session pa kami nila, Joyce, kasi kailangan merong focus. So there are other activities then from other partners. So sa HSF pa lang, ang dami-dami na ng ginagawa natin, di ba? So thank you, HSF. Thank you, Carol, for the patience. And we're also looking forward to the first face-to-face of the annual Civic Journalism Community Press Awards on October 24. Pero limited for 50 packs lang. So who should be there? Yung mga finalists and winners from outside Metro Manila. Siyempre, baka yung dyaryo nyo maging winner. Nagsiscreen na po ang screening committees para to come up with a short list for the Super Board to judge by end of September. So yun, busy din kami for that event, for that awards program. Pero simple ceremony lang, walang red carpet kasi syempre pandemic, tsaka yung resources, medyo nag-aano pa lang tayo, di ba? Bumabawi pa lang tayo. But same substance, same significant staging of the award. So congratulations in advance sa mga newspapers na maging finalist. Ayun, so 2 minutes are over. Mag-umpisa na tayo. So, ayan. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. My name is Ariel C. Sabilina. I'm the Executive Director and Trustee in the Training Operations of the Philippine Press Institute. Joining me today is PPI Seminar Director and News Editor of Manila Standard, Joyce Pañares. Both of us will be hosting and moderating this presentation of Fellow Season 2 on Health and Local Governance, made possible by Seidel Foundation. Siyempre, andyan si Carol representing the resident representative of Seidel Foundation of the Philippines. And we also welcome those who are watching us today live tayo po sa FB in the group, PPI group ng PPI, and also in the FB page ng Philippine Press. And speaking of FB pages, please do not forget to like the FB pages of Seidel Foundation and PPI kasi ando po yung announcements. Kung bago po kayo sa PPI, it's really very important to check those pages every once in a while kasi nagpo-post po kami ng mga important announcements, either training or events, etc. So baka mapag-iwanan kayo. So yun. And also, I'm also plugging, by the way, it's already up and full blast tayo sa www.ppinewscommons.net. That's the other website of the PPI, featuring all the members, active members of the Philippine Press Institute, whose reporters or journalists, stories published doon sa PPI, sa dyaryo mo nila, tapos sa PPINewsCommons.net. And we're also looking forward to that. It's called Chronicles for the next season, which is next year. So that's also a good way to sort of sorry for lack of better term, earn with that modest honorarium you can get from the story. So every month we get 20 stories, or we shortlist to come up with 20 stories na binibigyan po namin ng a certain amount. We put premium on community reportage because that's what civic journalism is all about. Ayun, welcome everybody. And what can I say? Congratulations and thank you, HSF. Before we go to the exciting part, Joyce, I'd like to call the program coordinator of Seidel Foundation on behalf of its resident representative to the Philippines, Attorney Gats Heineke. Please welcome Miss Caroline Lee. Hi, Carol. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, good afternoon, Ariel. Good afternoon, Joyce, everyone. Caroline Lee here from Seidel Foundation. And Mr. Heineke, our resident representative, he extends his best regards, regrets that he cannot be with us this afternoon. So many thanks to all who made this possible. Thank you, fellows, for participating in this program. And of course, thanks to all those watching the live stream. And thank you, Ariel, for reminding everyone to please like the Facebook pages of PPI and, of course, the Seidel Foundation, and remain updated on all our activities. So this afternoon, all of you, 29 fellows, are here for the orientation seminar. And on the writing project, before you're asked to pursue your stories on health and local governance. I understand all of you are from different parts of like the country, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Actually, I see some familiar faces from the last seminar, media seminar, like Mr. Dexter, and also from way up north, and also from Visayas and Mindanao, like Mr. Froilan, Miss Julie, and actually many others. So, but of course, there are also some familiar faces, some new faces. So, well, the Seidel Foundation is excited to be part of this endeavor, even if we are only supporting it through the PPI rather than there in the field with you as you cover your stories. Briefly about the Seidel Foundation, it's a German NGO active in development cooperation in the Philippines for more than 43 years now, building up democracy and good governance through projects with local partner organizations. So we are only too happy to be supporting the PPI, an important partner for us here in the Philippines, with which you're working in conducting activities that help to inform the public, ask the incisive questions that help people better understand what's going on, and initiate discussions on current issues. So this fellowship program is a special project on top of the ongoing regular activities with the Philippine Press Institute, such as the roundtable discussions, chronicles in the PPI News Commons, the Scholastic Series, the podcasts, amongst other activities. So, Ariel, this is the second run, right?
Second
we had
season.
last year, our first fellowship program, and you will soon be in a month-long pursuit of writing your story. So it takes no less than the PPI and its very active and energetic team who are making this possible. So thank you, everyone. Now, writing new stories comes with the feeling of the excitement of opening up worlds of the gritty reality to the reading audience. So your stories provide a glimpse into your personal experience as you describe incidents from behind the scenes and bring the voices from the ground to the mainstream and help readers better understand the circumstances surrounding events in the field as they happen. So readers rely on your stories for facts, for information, and it is your stories actually that tells us, it's your stories that tell us what we need to know. And more importantly, they also tell us why we should care. And this is quite a plethora of emotions wrapped up inside an article, news stories that unfolds as your readers read it. So enough about that. Let's hear more from you. So now let me end there and let's hear your story proposals.
Thanks very much, Carol. Very well said. You actually set the tone of this orientation seminar. And in regards to Attorney Gus Heineke, as you said, these fellows painstakingly submitted proposals, and that we're so happy that we got a very good reception, and that out of the 50 who submitted, we trim it down to 30. Actually, 30 stories, 29 fellows. One fellow had 2 approved stories. So we will find out who that fellow is. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Philippine Press Institute's entire membership and board, we now present to you the Season 2 Fellows of the PPI-HSF Foundation Journalism Fellowship in no particular order. And I'd like to request the tech team to train the spotlight on the fellow who I am going to call. All right? As I said, in no particular order, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Romel Lopez. Clap naman kayo dyan. Wala tayong sound na clap, 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 ano? Thanks, Romel. Congratulations, Ray Garcia. Asan si Ray? Pakita natin yung mukha ni Ray here para makita din ng fellows. Ayan. Congratulations, Lara Palay. Oh, Lara, raise your hand. Congratulations, Raymond Villanueva. Oy, Impacta, congratulations sa... Congratulations, Marilu Gibb. Oh, meron ng clap-clap naman kayo. Congratulations, Malen Katahan. Congratulations, Madonna Virola. Congratulations, Kimberly Kitasol. Congratulations, Lina Sagaral Reyes.
Daming Reyes.
Oo. Congratulations, Rides Barcia. Congratulations, Ivan Ray Tan. Congratulations, Winnie Aguilar. Congratulations, Ruel Mazon.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Ronald Reyes.
Oh.
Congratulations, Elmer Recuerdo. Congratulations, Julie Alipala. Congratulations, Josephine Escovidal. Congratulations, Ime, or tama ba? Paano nga ba yung Joyce? Aimee. Pala. Ime o
That's
Aimee?
Aimee.
Aimee, sorry. Oo.
Sorry. Ako rin
Aimee.
Ime.
Oo. Sornito. Congratulations, Glenda Tayona. Congratulations, Froilan Gallardo. Congratulations, Frank Simatu. Congratulations, Ferdinand Cabrera. Congratulations, Sherwin De Vera. Congratulations, Dexter C. Congratulations, Clemel Montaliana. Congratulations, Carmela Reyes Estrope. Congratulations, Bong Sarmiento. Congratulations, Angel Castillo. And last but not least, congratulations, Amalia Cabusao. Yay! Those are our 29 fellows, 30 stories, some old, some new faces, but later on, we get to have a tete-a-tete with our seminar director, Joyce Pañares. So at this point, actually, I'm now turning over the virtual floor to our seminar director, Joyce Pañares. Good afternoon, Joyce. It's your turn, and Ate Best later as well for the exciting part on some requirements. Ayan. Ayun.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng pinadala ninyo na pitches. Truly kami yung dapat magpasalamat sa inyo. Even if we are the incentive will come through PPI, but we are really happy. We're really, how do I say this? We were really impressed. Yes, we're proud of the quality and the diverse topics that were sent to us. In fact, kaya nagkaroon ng the 30th slot was empty for all about 20 minutes. I had to look and look and look again kung sino yung dapat makakuha nung second slot. And it was really a matter of alin dito yung hindi pa natin naririnig.
Matter
Alin
of
dito
point
yung-
001.
Oo. Kung may math ito, konti lang ang difference nun sa ibang hindi napili for the second pitch, ano? But we really have a good, diverse, wide-ranging topics for this session. You'd be surprised from healers who banded together, and they were part of the group ng a former mayor of Lamitan who was killed in Ateneo, from health programs for pregnant women. Of course, the fighting against vaccine misinformation is still very present, COVID stories, COVID-related. But we also have non-COVID related but still on point sa team natin, which is health and local governance. We have, sana tama ang pag-pronounce ko, kasi technical term, the spread ng schistosomiasis. I didn't even know there was such an illness sa Eastern Visayas. How Tabuk City became the first LGU to have its own molecular laboratory. Kaya napabilis ang RT-PCR nila ng turn-around rather ng swab test nila, and even street food in Davao City and ang health concerns, ano? So I will not take much more of your time, but I'd like to call some of the finalists. Again, maybe some lang, we'll try to call as many as we can given our time period, ano? And maybe discuss in 2 or 3 sentences paano nila napili yung topic nila at bakit ito, ano yung relevance nito sa communities nila. Doon talaga nagkatalo yung pagpili, ano, yung impact ng storya sa kanilang communities. So I think I will start with the winner of the 2 pitches. Dalawa ang napili natin sa kanya. Dapat ipapahuli ko siya, but I decided una na lang siya. Si Mr. Recuerdo. Sir. Andyan siya, di ba? I saw him kanina.
Yeah, si Sir
Elmer. Naglalakad kanina eh.
Ayan.
Hi, Sir Elmer. Congratulations po. Dalawa sa
Thank you.
pitches ninyo ang napili.
Thank you po. Yes.
You want to discuss a bit?
Yung isang pitch, yung first pitch ko na sinubmit was about schistosomiasis. It's a tagal itong problem actually dito sa Eastern Visayas. In fact, when I was working in Manila, when I applied for a job, when the interviewer said, when the interviewer learned that I'm from Leyte, he asked me, "Do you have schistosomiasis?" Para it's like naging tatak na rin kasi siya for people from my province. Ano siya, parang it's from a snail. So mapapasok sa tao pag sa mga sugat-sugat. Dinadala siya ng mga hayop, ng mga kalabaw, ng tao rin. Na-spread siya ng mga tao, ng mga sa farm. And ang delikado siya, usually natatamaan of course, while lahat posible kasi pag lumulusong sa tubig, but especially itong mga farmers, itong mga head of the family sa mga farming ng mga farmers kasi sila itong palaging exposed doon sa tubig baha, sa river. Maraming rivers dito ang talagang infested with schistosomiasis, and ang Department of Health may program sila na yung mga communities na identified as kung saan may mga cases of schistosomiasis, nag-undergo sila ng mass drug administration every day. Katapos there was also a proposal before from the DOH na if possible the local government to pass an ordinance that would ban yung mga kalabaw, mga kambing na lumusong-lusong doon sa tubig kasi sila sa nakaka-spread ng illness na to. So, yung story ko will take a look into it na ano ba talagang ginagawa kasi parang currently, ganun pa rin ang problema. Ganun pa rin ang sinasabi ng DOH na rin kumikilos ang local government on that. Titingnan ko kung ano ba talagang problema ng LGU, bakit hindi nila mapass yun. Of course, may mga repercussion, epekto sa mga farmers especially, kung saan nila naman dadalhin yung kanilang mga hayop. So yun, that's basically ang magiging gist ng story ko.
Ayan, maraming salamat Sir Elmer. Yung second pitch niya na na-approve
Thank you.
is a look back sa Eastern Visayas, 9 years after Yolanda struck the region. And ang focus niya would be on the
kasi
mental health. Tama po ba, sir?
mental health.
Yes.
Opo. Kasi sa ngayon, after 9 years na pala, sa November, tuwing umuulan ng malakas, tuwing nagkakaroon ng typhoon, may mga tao na dala pa rin nila yung trauma na yung isang kakilala ko na na-interview ko siya, I think that was last year, yung anak niya talagang umiiyak palagi pag umuulan ng malakas, nagtatago, sa kulambo, and talagang takot na takot. As in, at saka maraming cases ng ganito, parang na bumabalik sa kanila yung trauma na dinanas nila during the typhoon. Apparently, feeling ko, actually sinabi na rin dati ng isang psychiatrist, post-traumatic stress disorder siya, PTSD siya. And walang kung until when ito dinadala ng tao. The problem is, sa dami ng mga tao na may mga sintomas, walang mga interventions to help them. Under the Mental Health Act that was passed in, I think, 2018 or 17. Anyway, basta yung pinas siya at 2018. Minamandate yung mga local government na mag-put up ng mga establishments na makakatulong doon sa mental health care ng mga tao. So, titingnan ko what happened to it, bakit may capability ba ang local government to maintain such an institution or such a facility. Kasi as far as I know, we only have around 9 or 10 in the whole Eastern Visayas. Ang Eastern Visayas has a population of over 4 million, and we only have that much number of psychiatrists. And most of them based in Tacloban sa center. So that means na may maraming area na underserved in terms of their mental health. Ayun.
So ayun, maraming salamat Sir Elmer. I look forward to our back and forthing pag nag-start na po yung pagsusulat sa data gathering.
Yes.
Very interesting po. Sunod nating tatawagin habang malakas pa ang signal niya yata. Oo, may mga kasama tayo dito na medyo problematic ang signal.
Correct. Oh.
Ay, si Sherwin De Vera. Sherwin, andyan ka? Yes, he's there. Sherwin, discuss lang natin ng konti. Yung topic niya is about how a small town in Ilocos Sur is failing, in terms of public health services now that these have become decentralized and devolved. Bakit ito ang napili mo, Sherwin? Pa-unmute, sweetheart. Naka-mute pa.
Yan, hello. Clear? Sige. Magandang tanghali. Tanggalin ko lang itong Hamas. Yan. Yung napili kong topic about sa health services, health program ng maliit na munisipyo kasi ever since na-devolve naman yung health services to local governments bilang mga frontline providers, nagiging issue yung usapin ng budget dito. So gusto nating ipakita sa publiko na merong good practice para sa isang munisipyo on how to efficiently manage their finances and provide appropriate healthcare para sa kanilang mga residente. In fact, yung isang gustong tignan dito dahil nga merong ganitong practice at may recognition na rin sa regional level, paano na re-replicate sa mga karatig nitong munisipyo?
Okay. Ang interesting yan, Sherwin, kasi very focused, saka talagang this is something that has an impact on the community. Tapos sabi mo nga, hindi ito, parang this is a best practice story, di ba? Yun ang inaasahan natin, oo. That's why hindi naman puro negative ang stories natin. Meron din tayong bright spots along the way na nakita natin na okay din naman pala in terms of public health and local governance. And Sherwin, mag-ingat ha, has been red tag. Kahapon ba o kaninang umaga yon?
Kahapon yung post. Tapos meron ulit silang kaninang umaga.
Oo. Mag-ingat at mag-report ka agad pag may physical threat na.
Okay, maraming salamat.
Next ones, I see, si Ruel Mazon. Interesting kasi while he also contributes sa newspaper, sa local, he is primarily working for a radio station. But when I saw his speech, nagka-interest talaga ako dun sa storya niya kasi napaka-simple pero something that we sometimes forget. Dahil siguro, hindi natin problema, out of sight, out of mind sa atin. Pero sa area nila, problemado. Paano ka magde-deliver ng health services kung walang kuryente? Diba? Lahat ng machines mo hindi gagana. Sir Ruel, pa-discuss naman po ng konti ang inyong pitch. Ay sir, wala kaming madinig. Sayang ang boses, pang radyo pa man din.
Hello po, Ma'am Joy. Okay, congratulations po at isa po ako sa napili. By the way, Ma'am, itong tungkol sa health, ngayon po August 6 at 12 ay pinagdiriwang po ng DOH itong National Hospitals Week. Ngayon po, ang August 6 hanggang ngayon 12 ang National Hospital Week. So may kinalaman po talaga ito sa topic po natin ngayon. So ngayon po, pagdating sa health sector, talaga pong importante po yung servisyo ng kuryente. Bawa po yung pag yung mga nasa operating room, yung mga incubators, baby na nasa to live while their organs are developed, gumagamit ng scanners, dialysis, machine, x-ray machine, heart rate monitor, blah, blah, blah. Kung wala po ito, hindi po gagana. Actually po kahapon, 12 noon, ang shutdown sana sa Occidental. Kung hindi po nagbayad ng alas 10 ng umaga, automatic po yung shutdown po o blackout ng buong Occidental Mindoro. Pero po, sa Oriental Mindoro, August 4, ay nagkaroon po ng signing ng Emergency Power Supply Agreement. So yung kakulangan po na 22.3 megawatt ay napuna na po. So mawawala na po yung rotational brownout. Take note po, iba po yung brownout sa rotational brownout. Kasi po yung rotational brownout, ibig sabihin po kulang ang supply. So hindi na po kami kinukulang ng supply ngayon. Wala na pong rotational brownout. Pero ito pong tinatawag na renewable energy, ma'am. Itong hydro, wind, hindi po kaya ng taong gamutin. Kasi po yan ay hydro, ilog, wind, huminto. Ngayon po, zero po ang capacity ng wind. So meron pa po rin mga area sa Oriental Mindoro na nawawala. Pero po dito po sa Pinamalayan, 1 week na po wala kaming patay na kuryente. So ang isa po maganda dito sa Oriental Mindoro ay meron po kaming mga assistance sa mga indigent. Katulad po nung project po ni Senator Bongo, itong 10 ito pong Malasakit Center. Kami po ay sa loob buong Pilipinas, 83 po kami nabigyan ng Malasakit Center sa Oriental Mindoro Provincial Hospital. Ibig sabihin po niyan, 50 medical assistance ang pwedeng ibigay sa pasyente. Halimbawa po, below 50 ang iyong bill. Uuwi ang pasyente na walang babayaran. Tur-tutur pa po yun. May libra po pong ambulance. Project naman po ng GSMAC. Kung sumobra sa 50, yun po ang problema na ng pasyente. Ngayon po, ito pang malasakit center, isa pa rin po maganda ay bali po one-stop shop. Nandun na po sa Oriental Mindoro Provincial Hospital yung isang opisina ng DSWD, PCSO, PhilHealth. Usually po kasi pag naglalakad ang pasyente, inaabot ang maghapon, hindi pa tapos pagpunta sa PCSO. Ngayon po, 1 oras tapos na siya. So madali na pong natatapatan ng aming provincial government yung problema sa pandemya. Ayun po, tulad nga po ng record to, alam niyo po ba ma'am, pati ang Oriental Mindoro nagsusupply sa Occidental Mindoro, blood ng dugo. Wala po sa aming probinsya. Kasi isa rin po ako sa Blood Donors Society Mindoro Chapter Coordinator. So, quarterly meron kaming blood donation. Actually po ng 2020, 2021, ang beneficiaries po ng blood donation ay 5,472. Mula po sa blood donors, 7,112. At wala na po sa blood donors activity, nagkaroon sa buong Oriental Mindoro po ay meron 361. Kumisan po ang NCR sa amin pa pong provincial hospital, nagre-request ng extra supply ng dugo.
Sabi Ruel ni Madonna sa comment niya. Oo. Sabi niya, taga Mindoro rin kasi si Madonna and she acknowledged na talagang problematic talaga yung brownouts. And may Senate inquiry na. So, yung storya ni Ruel will have a local angle pero may national impact din siya, di ba? Dahil meron ng inquiry sa Senado. So, pwede natin i-flesh out din, Ruel, during the mentoring process.
Actually po, natulpo na po yan eh.
Oo.
Natulpo kasi po, ito naman mga, hindi naman natin, si idol natin, Rapid Tulpo, kulang po yung info niya. Kulang info. Unang-una, bakit pa nakakaroon? 121 electric cooperative po, ma'am, ang bumubuo yan sa buong Pilipinas. Halos lahat po yun ay apektado ng brownout kasi po ay pina-under po yan ng mga planta. Planta po yan. Ngayon, ang gusto ko sana kay Idol Rafi, isama yan sa Kongreso o sa Senado. ERC, Napocor. Ma'am, malaki pa ng utang ng Napocor. Sa DMCI ay 2 billion. Sa Power 1 ay Power 1 po ma'am ay 500 million. Sa Oriental Mindoro Consolidated Power ay 500 million utang po ng Napocor. So paano po gagana ito mga ito? Puro palabas ang pera, wala namang income, walang pambili ng krudo. Yung isa pong dahilan niyan ma'am, bakit ang laki ng utang na Napocor sa mga IPPs?
So ayun, Ruel, we look forward to the story. Salamat sa pag-pitch. Alam mo, nakita lang niya sa Facebook yung ating announcement and he really took the initiative. So we're very happy na meron, even if a non-PPI member, nagka-interest talaga at nag-submit ng something interesting for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ruel.
Pang Madonna, meron alam dyan, may isang director nagbarik.
Oo nga eh.
Alam po ni Ma'am Madonna kasi sinulat niya sa national.
Yun nga yung comment niya sa sa chat kanina. Now I will call. Thank you, Ruel. I will call Romel Lopez. Hi, Romel.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon. And teka lang ha, kailangan ko lang hanapin ang there you go. Yeah, I like this one too. Ito yung mga innovative health services ng Tagum City. Yeah. Romel, pa-discuss naman ng konti. Bakit ito ang pitch na sinabit mo sa PPI and relevance to the community?
Unique kasi yung health services na ino-offer ng Tagum City rito. To begin with, I think this is the only place, I think even Davao City doesn't have its own facility sa Disaster Reduction and Management Office. As in, dedicated yung lugar for evacuation kung may storm surges, even tsunami. At kaya yung may mga nag-positive dito during the COVID-19 pandemic, nakahiwalay sila, hindi sa hotel. So I think it will be good to document it. Nagtataka nga ako bakit hindi na-document ng local government. And then, sa pag-confront nila sa vaccination problem, nakita nila na may mga residents pala nakatira sa mga malalayo at mga liblib na lugar. So ang ginawa nila, instead na pahirapan pa yung mga tao pagpunta ng sentro ng lungsod, sila na mismo pupunta, so they have their own army of doctor to the barrios. So nakita ko lang sa Facebook page, I think it says a lot about the community journalists here in Tagum. Nakita ko din na kasi karamihan dito yung nagtayo lang ng Facebook page tapos news organization na. Ganun yung dating eh. So we don't expect yung kind of journalism quality sa pag-cover ng mga relevant issues dito sa lugar. So kulang yung mga detalye. And then medyo polarizing ang politics dito dahil nga parang every time na may mayor na uupo, nag-hit na reset button. Parang more fun in the Philippines lang eh, gustong palitan ulit. Diba?
Lagi yan. May term, every 3 years, nagbabago ng policy, kaya walang continuity.
Right. Napansin din dito na itong programa was under the former mayor na nagbalik ngayon sa pwesto. So 2007 pa in-implement and then yung binabalik nila. So titignan din natin kung ano yung mga hindi na-cover. Gusto kong extract sa kanila kung ano yung mga hindi magandang practices ng nakaraang administrasyon. And then ano yung ginagawa nila to improve it. Titignan ko rin kung i-continue nila yung mga ganda. At baka meron din silang practice na baka i-reset nila kahit maganda. So yun yung mga titignan natin, hindi lang yung magandang practice ng lungsod. To be honest, ang bilis dito ng vaccination. Mga local malls, puno parati. Yun lang kasi dahil nga maraming mga nakatira sa mga boundaries ng city, very, very poor communities, yun yung mga pinuntahan nila sa ng mga doctor to the barrios army nila. So nagulat ako na meron sila na deploy at may malaking pondo ang syudad para i-confront yung ganong issue. Along din nakita ko recently lang yung kanilang efforts to control monkeypox. So titignan ko lang din, tatanungin ko sila. Kasama na rin dyan, Joyce, yung kung handa na ba sila sa langya virus. Dahil nabalitaan nga natin meron lumabas from China. So I'm trying to set up a schedule na kagad. Nung nalaman ko na pili ako, sabi ko, pa-schedule na kasi mahirap ma-interview yung mga bossing.
Interview agad.
Hanggat maaga.
Habang maaga pa. Thank you, Romel. At this point, I'd like to call all the way from Palawan, si Miss Lara, Lara Palay, Lara Grace Palay.
Yes po. Good afternoon.
On malaria eradication.
Yes.
Hi, Lara.
Hi po. So, I knew about this story po through one of my office mates here in Palawan News kasi before po, she was part of the Philippine Shell Foundation Incorporated's Kilusan Ligtas Malaria Program. And as we know, we have this target na malaria-free Philippines by 2030. And although the numbers are gradually decreasing as per the World Health Organization's Malaria 2021 country profile, there are still a lot of cases, especially here in Palawan, na dito, di ba po sa buong country, we still have 4 provinces kung saan endemic ang malaria, and isa na nga po dun sa pinakamaraming cases talaga is yung Palawan. So yung story po namin will focus on the narrative of Pasiano Madlay, who is a member of the Palawan tribe, and at the same time he is a volunteer as a rapid diagnostic test personnel, volunteer health worker of the PSFI's Kilusan Ligtas Malaria since 2007. And through his training, he was able to provide po yung the treatment necessary for patients. Kasi usually sa tribe po nila, syempre galing sila sa bundok, parang they do not have the means to really go pa sa mga health centers na napakalayo naman din po talaga. So minsan inaabot ng 3 hours yung kailangan nilang i-trek. And yung iba would just insist na wag na lang magpadala sa health centers because wala rin namang silang pera. And itong si Pasiano Madlay po, parang siya yung local hero nila. So he is throughout, I mean, ever since na naging volunteer health worker siya, he has been shouldering yung transportation and treatment expenses of the patients from his community. And so through this story, we'd like to highlight po the efforts of volunteers like Pasiano and also yung efforts of non-government organizations, and look into how the LGUs are contributing naman doon on bridging the gaps sa mga services na dapat pinoprovide po sa mga ganitong communities.
Thank you, Lara. And then from Palawan, we go all the way to Mindanao again. Kay Mr. Teka lang ha. Ang aking listahan. There you go. Kay Mr. Ferdinand Cabrera. Ito interesting kasi hindi naman mapolitika, no? Pero medyo din. Paano nakakaapekto yung infighting sa Bangsamoro, at least based on the speech, ano? And how it could impact on local governance. Kinanek ko kaagad, Ferdy, kasi kailangan ko ng health and local governance. On local governance and delivery of basic services, including public health services. Ferdy, can you discuss a bit your pitch?
Yeah, maraming places sa provinces like in Bangsamoro region, iba tong setup eh. May mga provincial government pero under sa autonomous region, mayroong tinatawag na Bangsamoro region. Itong pitch na ito ay actually crucial because today ang niname yung mga bagong members ng BTA dyan sa I think the Oparo will release later.
They're here, I think, di ba?
Yeah.
Nasa hotel sila dito sa Manila.
Oh, and we're waiting for the confirmed names. So medyo crucial yun kasi maghihilaan kung sino-sino or sino ang upo at sino ang but in reality, marami akong communities na pupuntahan. The BARM and Maguindanao are in conflict. The rest of the provinces, they can work. Pero yun yung problema. Hindi ma-deliver ng BARM yung mga projects nila. I've been in the past days kasi hindi ina-accept minsan or hindi ini-entertain. And hindi nagko-coincide yung mga programs nila sa health kasi ang isa may sarili, yung isa may sariling operation. So paano ngayon maapektuhan yung kanilang dapat siniservisyohan? So kanya-kanyang galaw sila. Walang and yun yung problema doon sa lalo na especially sa campaign sa COVID na mababa na nga yung vaccination rate ay hindi pa nagkakasundo itong mga leaders na ito because of kumakapal na ng layer ng conflict, ng political conflict, especially now may MILF na may gumagawa na naman ng isang MILF Salamat Wing. So another
nagsalita yung anak, di ba?
So medyo naghihilaan. So paano ang direction ngayon? Paano ang mga programs ng government na mag-push? Although ng military, kahapon nakausap ko mga bagong commanders, they're telling na from before na nakapokus sila sa gera, ngayon mas nakapokus sila sa rebuilding lives because nga wala nang gera after peace process. So pero ang problema, internal na naman ngayon yung away ng Bangsamoro conflict. Sila na naman ngayon ang because of kanya nalaman niya natin sa post-conflict na mga pangyayari hindi lang sa country natin or even sa ibang country, may mga ganito talaga mga insidente na nag-aagawan na sa power. Ayun. So marami pa siyang pwedeng i-explore actually.
Oo, yung gagawin ni Ferdy actually parang hindi naman tip of the iceberg, pero simptomas siya na isa talagang mas malawak na problem dyan sa Bangsamoro. And hindi lang yan ngayon, Ferdy, diba? Ever since MNLF pa, talagang mayat-maya may splitting up, may factions, and then you have a problem pagdating sa governance and delivery of health services. Lalo ngayon, dahil sila na yung nakaupo. Meron na talagang structure.
Better na nga sana ngayon na meron na. Ang problema yung ibang group ay syempre ang threat kasi sa kanila ngayon yung mga traditional politician, na
Right.
they're making their way na sana na naka-take off na nga actually. Pero syempre, in 2025 election na, ngayon lang kasi extended because nagkaroon lang ng transition. Pero in 2025, there will be an election at diyan na magkakaanuhan na if this will continue or or mag-fail siya. So ganun.
Sana naman wag mag-fail. Grabe ang
hopefully,
effort. Hindi lang gobyerno, pati media, may stakeholders tayo dyan dahil ang tagal nating kinover yung peace process hanggang sa nabuo yan. Thank you, Ferdy. We look forward to your story and kung paano pa natin pwedeng palalimin or palawakin yung storya mo. Now, we go to this one. Walang very specific community, I think, based dun sa pitch, yung kanyang target audience. But in general, wants to look at the participation of CSO sa budget planning ng local government units. Sir Clemel Montaliana, good afternoon po.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to the PPI and Seidel Foundation. There's a background story to my pitch. My father used to be the president of the Federation of Senior Citizens in my town, in Oras Eastern Samar, but he was involved in the regional affairs of this particular segment of the population. So, civil society is a very important component of our governance. No? And I believe even at this time, there's a weak system in documenting citizens' participation, especially in the local government unit. So sa tingin ko po, kailangan po totoong platform inform citizens sa local governance through the civil society organization. The focus of this story will be the gathering of information and data on the extent of participation sa mga LGU-led activities, especially po yung sa budget planning and very important events like annual investment planning, public hearings, among others, especially po din sa procurement. I'll be focusing on the cities. I'm looking at Tacloban City, in Leyte, Borongan, and Ormoc. Yung isa po, highly urbanized city, which is Tacloban. Pangalawa naman po ay rising city in Ormoc. At pangatlo po sa Borongan, Eastern Samar, is a very new city. Mayroon po silang iba-iba pong istorya as to the participation po ng CSO. And ito po ay titingnan ko at magsasama po kami ni Sir Elmer at si Sir Ronald Reyes na mga kasama po namin dito. We aim to get to know how good is CSO participation. Sa totoo lang, hindi sa papel, hindi sa kwento, kundi sa totoo lang po. And basically, that's it po. Very important po sa akin.
I remember during our recently concluded seminar workshop, di ba sinasabi ni Yvonne and ni Sir Red, sa local government code, nakaspecify talaga yung CSO participation, pero minsan parang token participation na nangyayari, hindi talaga meaningful yung kanilang pag-join sa decision making. Salamat Sir Clemel sa inyong pitch po.
Okay,
ngayon, punta naman tayo kay Miss Julie Alipala from Mindanao para sa kanyang pitch. Hi Julie, na ang daming side comments sa chat.
Hi, good afternoon. Pasensya na. Marami lang ako napapansin kahit nasa virtual world tayo. Pero anyway, yung original story ko talaga is not this about healers. It's all about basura ko, pagkain ko, kalusugan ng komunidad ko. Parang yung ganun. It was the project of Roberto Balyon. I don't know if kilala ninyo si Roberto Balyon. He's a Ramon Magsaysay awardee. So nagka-interest ako dun sa kanyang project. Pero nung pumunta ako cover kami ng funeral nung ni Mayor Rose, former Mayor Rose Purigan ng Damitan City, medyo ano ko yung parang nabigla kami dun sa I don't know, the participation of yellow vested women. Mga matatanda na ito eh. And they started crying, talagang iyakan, hagulgulan, and they were embracing the coffin. So sabi ko, kung picture-wise lang, talagang maganda siya na picture. Pero I want to know, anong storya, bakit sila, para silang yung mga nasa, mga traffic enforcer na may mga matitingkad na yellow na naka-vest. So tinanong ko lang kung bakit nila niyayakap yung kabaon, and most of them, majority of them ay mga Muslim, yakan Muslim. And syempre for me as an outsider, it's really something unique. Kung titingnan yung ganong klaseng images. So hinabol ko yung ilan, and they were talking about, sila naman kasi, hindi naman pinaliwanag nila, they are not professional barangay health workers. They were simple hilot, yung nagpapaanak sa community. Hindi sila lisensyado. Some of them manghihilot, yung pag may balika, kung ano, dinadala dun sa kanilang sa kanilang bahay, hinihilot nila para maayos. O di ka, any herbalist, yung mga wala kang gamot, so they give you prescription of what particular herbal yung pwede mong gamitin para matanggal yung sakit ng tiyan, yung mga ganun. So they started this kind of organization in 2013. Before 2013 na hindi pa mayor si Furigay, walang ganitong klaseng organization, walang ganitong klaseng organized na community health-based system. So basically kalat sila, at pag nag-ooperate sila, hinuhuli sila, kinukulong sila, lalo na pag may namatayan na nananganak na nanay, mga ganon. So nung 2013 nung naupo si Mayor Furigay, her first task was to really organize this group para ang focus lang naman ng mayor is mabawasan yung mortality among pregnant women, at saka hindi masyadong maging dependent yung mga tao sa mga herbal treatment na hindi naman recognized by the Department of Health. So that started from it. She organized it and put up this barangay health workers. So sila lola naging binigyan sila ng training. I remember the late mayor said they had several trainings, not just in Basilan. Basilan is Lamitan is also part of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. And the only city in BARM, correct me if I'm wrong, Ferdinand and Froilan, the only city in BARM that garnered 4 seals of local good governance. And among these is the existence of the barangay health workers. So yung barangay health workers, according to the city health officer, sila yung major frontliners nila even during the pandemic. Sila yung inaasahan kasi they were about 200 operating in 45 barangays of Lamitan City. And hindi lang sila kailangan pag may nanganak sa malayong lugar, kundi sila rin yung tinuruan paano i-assist yung mga communities na nangangailangan ng mga emergency cases. And ano pa ba? I met several of them, pero yung kwento kasi namin was focused on the late Mayor Furigay. So I'll be having another trip to Lamitan this coming week kasi gusto ko talaga tingnan yung everyday life ng isang BHW. Kasi these are senior citizen women. So makikita mo yung the way how, actually according to the city health officer, Dr. Amerin, they're kind of, mas powerful sila sa barangay councilors, barangay captains. So ano yung mga desisyon ng mga kababaihan na ito? Parang ito yung sinusunod, lalo na sa healthcare program ng community. And mind you, Lamitan has only 1 hospital with 25 bed capacity and around 8 clinics. So since 2015, nagka-zero mortality na ang Lamitan in terms of pregnancy, delivery and pregnancy. And every communities meron silang mga birthing stations. So So kaya doon sa accidental coverage, nakita ko na this is a potential story. Siguro iisang tabi ko muna si Kadodoy Balyon ng Ramon Magsaysay Awardee. Kasi interesting yung mga kababaihan. And they are really worrying right now kasi although Furigay, the husband is the husband of Rose, pero since 2013 up to the time na Rose left her position, malaki yung naitulo ng LGU sa operations ng local, na communities ng mga barangay sa healthcare system. So they're looking forward na sana maituloy ito ng bagong halal na mayor. So that's it.
I really find it interesting. Imagine ran by women and they have zero mortality record since they started. Ang galing. Ang galing. Sana nga matuloy ni Mayor Furigay, the husband.
Sana nga.
Thank you, Julia. Now we go to Miss Escovidal. From women to another woman, ang kanya namang pitch ay health programs for pregnant women. Tapos nakalagay pa dun sa pitch niya, kasi nanganak na siya ng ilang beses na, Josephine? 5 times. Kaya alam niya itong issue na to ng panganganak ng mga pregnant women. Josephine, good afternoon. Ay, pa-unmute lang. Sorry.
Yes, good afternoon and thank you sa pag-choose ng aking pitch. Yes, gusto kong yung tungkol sa mga pregnant women, especially those young women at saka yung mga unwanted, yung mga ina na hindi kasal, 'di ba, yung mga nabuntis siya. Kasi marami na akong na-encounter, especially nung nandun ako sa hospital 15 days kasi yung anak ko na hospital. So may mga kabataan doon na halos mamatay na dahil sa either nakunan or yung muntik na malaglag yung nasa tiyan nila dahil sa pagtatago. At the same time, I think dapat yung government ay magkaroon talaga ng mga batas tungkol dito sa pag-aalaga sa mga pregnant women. Na yung halimbawa yung pagpupunta sa ospital,
ako ba yung may lag o si Joseph?
Dapat hihiyain yung mga kabataan. Kasi lalo silang natatakot lalo wawala. Ako ba? Yun na.
Go ahead.
Okay na?
Medyo okay na.
Yun. Pagka dapat magkaroon ng mga batas na tungkol sa mga kung paano nila ititreat yung mga young women na lumalapit sa ospital. Although may mga program naman na mga libreng hospital, pero hindi lang kasi sapat yung ganun Paano mentally, kailangan din nandun yung approach. At saka yung mga para itong mga kabataan, hindi sila magtatago, hindi mag-ano. At saka yung, syempre yung sa gas. Diba kasi nahihiya silang pumunta halimbawa sa mga public hospital kasi
medyo may lag lang yata yung kay
may problema
Josephine,
yung connection niya. Yeah.
While waiting for her to return, gusto ko lang i-emphasize na tayo ay pang 56 out of 150 countries. Top 56 tayo with unintended pregnancies. And ang tawag nga dyan ng UN is an unseen crisis. So napaka-timely rin nung kanyang gagawing article. Laliman lang natin yung approach. Josephine, babalikan kita ha. Pupunta lang ako sa Cebu. So, diba? Parang geographic ang punta. Kay Ivan Raytan, yung discussion naman niya, yung efforts ng Cebu City to achieve a Singapore-like status. And how will this improve the delivery ng public health services sa Cebu City? Hi, Ivan. Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, my story would revolve around the vision of Mayor Mike Rama in Cebu City that he would like to transform Cebu City into a Singapore-like city. But the problem here, during the pronouncements of Rama, he did not mention anything about health all the mayor said was about real estate development, modernization of public markets, mass transport system, but there was no mention of any health improvement or the well-being of the Cebuanos. So one issue here is that the construction of the Cebu City Medical Center has been long overdue. So it started in 2016 and until now it has not been finished yet. So the question here is, my story would like to uncover the real agenda of Mayor Rama with his vision of a Singapore-like city. Is he going to include health and well-being in his agenda? Most especially that we just suffered with a pandemic and it's still an ongoing threat to all of us. And now we have this dengue outbreak happening in Cebu City and we have the threat of the monkeypox. So we would like to know what is the direction of the mayor. And most especially the Commission on Audit in their 2021 audit report, they have flagged the delay of the construction of the Cebu City Medical Center. So my story would like to look into that. And aside from uncovering the plan of the mayor, I would like to go to the bottom of what is really happening in the construction of the Cebu City Medical Center, especially that we are in a health crisis right now. And after the SONA of President Marcos, Mayor Rama said that he would like to propose or to lobby to the president to have CCMC to become a specialty hospital. But the problem is the local finance committee of Cebu City just recently announced that the city has no budget for new projects. So that's one of the problem. So how will this affect the completion of the hospital? So how will this affect the vision of the mayor to attain a Singapore-like status, especially for Cebu City and especially for health and well-being of the Cebuanos? That's it, ma'am.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Ivan. Actually, interesting yung pitch niya, yung hindi niya nabanggit. Parang meron pang grade system kung paano ka, di ba? Parang ganun, naalala ko sa pitch niya, how they will grade you as a civil servant based dun sa, na naka-align dun sa vision nila for a Singapore-like Cebu City.
Yes. So Mayor just ended a contract of around 500 job order employees because they did not meet the qualifications.
Ano yung mga qualifications, Ivan? They're so trivial.
Yes. So dapat nagbabayad ng utang, yung dapat malinis ka sa iyong workplace, dapat you don't do backstabbing to your co-workers.
Paano naman bibilangin?
Yeah.
Person backstab me 3 times. 3 excess.
So someone would say that it's politically motivated, that those job order employees were allies with the political opponents of Rama. So that's one thing that I need to find out as well.
Ayan. Thank you, Ivan. I think we're down to our last question given our time frame, ano? And I will give this reserve slot to Ariel. Ariel, sino ba ang...
Thanks, Joyce. Oo. No, ganito kasi, I'm throwing in one last question because I think this merits an answer from a seasoned fellow. Kasi ang dami nagtatanong sa atin, bakit hindi nakakapasok yung story pitches nila? Ano ba yung mga kailangang i-consider? Ano yung lesson na kailangan nilang malaman para to make a story pitch tick, di ba? So I'm going to ask Rides kasi si Rides seasoned fellow yan. Dapat si Tita Julie sana kanina pero tinawag mo na siya.
Sorry.
So, may idea na tayo, di ba? So Rides, asan si Rides?
Hi.
Rides kasi yun, merong mga kasi ang daming nanonood sa atin ngayon na will be interested in pitching their stories or story proposals next year. Meron iba sa kasawiang palad, hindi na papasok sa shortlist, diba? Pero just a little lesson from you. Paano ba?
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you, PPI. I'm Seidel. Siguro sa story pitch, maybe you have to be innovative, creative. Maybe go to the grassroots stories, relevant stories, timely stories, specifically na we are, kasi yung ano, yung, di ba yung story pitch should be related doon sa health and how does the local government looking at the public health system. So siguro yun ang pinaka-template that to be looked into.
Yeah. Thanks,
So,
Rides. Very well said. Back to you, Joyce.
Thank you.
And maraming salamat, Rides. Saka syempre, ang tinitingnan natin dito, di ba, impact sa tao,
Originality.
yung clarity,
story,
originality, oh my God.
Clarity.
Bigla magpa-power shutdown.
Ito nga din eh. Gumanon din
Gumanon na kami. Oh, so sorry for that. Ayan. So, siguro at this point, a few reminders lang para sa ating mga fellows. Maliban sa kanina pa natin sila kino-congratulate at pinapasalamatan talaga for their pitches and we'll really look forward to your stories. Siguro mga things to remember lang, the story will have to be at the minimum 1,500 words. Minimum. Maximum, bahala kayo. Huwag niyo ako masyadong pahirapan ha. Huwag naman yung tipong 10,000 words yan. Huwag tayo thesis-like. But I mean enough to consider it a long form. The minimum is 1,500 words. And what else? We do not require it to be in English, Ariel, right? It's not required. We can write in the vernacular that your newspaper will run. It's okay. Ang deadline natin, we will welcome your stories to have photos, video clips, okay din. Kasi sa News Commons where we will upload, kaya naman nating i-accommodate kung meron kasamang video clips at may photos. Writing starts officially today, August 12, and ends September 12. So you have exactly a month to write your stories. And please feel free to email me for whatever you need. I will help you sa mentoring session natin for this one. In fact, I have some materials for some of you para doon sa kung paano siguro pwede pang laliman or expand pa natin ng konti yung stories ninyo. We look forward to receiving your first draft by the last week of August, which is let's set a gentlewoman and gentleman's agreement ng August 30 for your first draft. Okay, so we all agree that August 30 first draft is already turned in and the final draft is September 12. So between the August 30 and September 12, kung mayroon pang revisions, I will return your drafts immediately. And of course, please submit the final draft ng September 12. Ang date of publication sa inyong outfits, because remember, it's a two-step process. It has to be published first sa publication ninyo, and then we will run the story sa PPI News Commons. And once it is uploaded sa PPI News Commons, any member can already begin getting those stories and publishing them as well in their own newspapers. So the publication for your outfits, September 13 to 19. So you have 7 days to work on the publication of your article. That will already, I think, sufficiently cover yung period for those who are weekly, ang dyaryo. So kasha na yung, sapat na yung time na yon for the publication. Tapos please send to us yung proofs of publication, of course the website link, but we also need a screenshot of the hard copy. Or do we need a hard copy pa, Ariel?
Yeah.
Okay. We will ask for a hard copy as well of the publication. But initially, please send the screenshot of the hard copy. And that's it. I think that's it, Pansit.
Yeah.
Ate Bess will talk to each of you later because there is a binding agreement that you have to sign and return to us. And of course, the release of the incentives will be done in 2 tranches, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
First one upon
Upon signing the TOR.
Upon signing
terms of,
TOR, yes.
Terms
And
of reference, yeah.
the half would be after the submission of the final draft.
Yeah. Joyce, as a gentle reminder, because we're uploading all stories in the PPI News Commons, we need a Word format of your story. So it's easier for the tech team to copy paste and also high resolution photos, at least 2, not just 1. And you have an option to also make use of a video clip as well.
Yeah.
Ayun. Ate Bes, anong mga reminders ni Ate Bes?
Hello, narinig ako?
Yes.
Yun lang naman, magsasend ako ng letter of agreement sa kanilang lahat. Tapos, initially pwede nilang isend back yun with their e-signature together with their bank details for the transfer of initial payment, yung 50%. Pero kailangan kong i-email, i-send nila via courier yung originally signed LOA. Kasi record
kasi
natin. Saka medyo malaki kasi yung amount. Kaya kailangan namin yung originally signed na
hindi siya electronic signature.
Yes, oo. Pero initially, pwede na yung e-signature muna.
Para pag sa completion talaga yung the document itself will have to be signed
or original.
Ayun.
Yan.
So we'll be shuttling back and forth with some mga some advice. So you guys have to check our group chat kasi sa tingin ko doon kayo active kasi nalilate tayong buksan yung email natin. So it's a quicker coordinating mechanism yung messenger natin. So once in a while we'll be using that, plus the fact that in the month-long writing of your stories, there's going to be mentoring, shutting back and forth between you and Joyce so that any questions arising from your story or your draft, pwedeng matulungan kayo ni Joyce. So that's the whole process of the fellowship program, just much like last year. Yung pa rin yung ating kalakaran. So kung meron kayong questions, we are free to take your questions now as we are supposed to close this at 2:20. Yeah. Any questions from the floor? Kung wala kayong maisip, just ask us in the messenger group chat natin.
Actually, Ariel, I wanted to ask Carol kung how did she find
sure.
the pitches that were sent. Some of them are quite different, Carol, from last year. Very mas diverse yung topics natin this year.
Yeah, it's really diverse. And it's if you just looking at the health, last year it was, even from 2020, it was very consistent. Everything was COVID-19. Now you have monkeypox, you have this others thing, and then you have this what was the other thing that just came?
Hindi
Marburg.
natin ma-pronounce.
Yeah, the Marburg and the disease.
Tomiasis.
Yes, that one. So
yeah.
And then I also was able to see how the workshop during the media seminar has sort of helped with the exploration for new stories, more creative angles of looking at stories and like really digging into the hows and whys behind what's happening. So I think that really helped.
Yeah, Joyce, I was also about to cite one particular story on how special kids are coping during this pandemic.
Yes, that was sent by Hold On.
Remember in the first season, we also have, a kid's perspective, yung kay Tita Julie, di ba? So it's good that to have it now.
Aimee or Nito.
Okay, Aimee pala. Thanks, Aimee. Kasi I have soft
there was one other story, Ariel, that caught my attention. I didn't know this was a problem until now.
Yeah.
Open defecation in Western Visayas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember.
That's our highest rate in the country.
I did a documentary under partnership with Coca-Cola dati natin kasi under Coke tayo. So we did a documentary. I hosted and also wrote the script. Yan, isa sa mga civic journal story I documented.
Hanggang ngayon pala problem siya.
Yeah. I was surprised. Ayun. So, parang bumalik tayo doon checking on kung ano man nangyari, kung meron man o wala. So, as diverse as that, and we thank everyone for joining us today and also submitting story pitches. And for those who are watching us and getting insights from them, from our journalists, hope to have your story pitches in the season 3, hopefully, of the HSF PPI Fellowship, Journalism Fellowship. Hindi lang sa HSF kasi we're also looking at other fellowship programs, Joyce, diba? And outside of HSF na prospective partners which want or who want to partner with PPI for some journalism fellowship program. So hopefully we get to serve that to you next year. And thanks a lot to Hans Seidel Foundation for opening doors for our colleagues outside Metro Manila. And,
thanks to PPI too.
Thanks to Carol. I just shout out, just for clarity, out of the 30 fellows, 10 that Joyce called are not actually PPM members. We open some slots for non-PPM members a week before we're supposed to close it. So we thank you for pitching your stories. Ayun, if there are no other questions, I think we are going to free.
Yo, may question ko.
Ay, sorry, Kuya Freud. Oh.
I passed 2 proposals. Ano ang nanalo?
Kuya Freud, anding the list of the official list of the approved stories. Pinost ni Joyce sa group chat natin.
Sige.
Pakitingnan na lang po doon. Pero actually, doon sa ano ba tawag nyo, best terms of agreement na TOA, pipirmahan nyo, isa-cite niya kung anong story yon para anong story you should be working on. Yon.
Okay.
Wala doon dati pa rin, Kuya Freud.
Okay, thank you.
No, questions some more? Or if there are none?
Yes, sir.
Meron pa. Sino yun?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Paki-request lang po kay Ma'am Joyce, 1,500 minimum words.
Yeah.
Maximum po, Ma'am.
Wala. Basta wag lang thesis like.
Sir, how about sir, do we need the membership ID or whatsoever?
Ano po yun?
Pwede po may ID po ba kami as PPI member?
No, actually, the IDs are given to journalists or reporters who are writing for PPI member publications. So, since kayo po, as I said, yung outfit nyo is not a member yet, so you need to apply as a member. In fact, you need to be invited by PPI to be a member of the institute, and that a screening committee screens your letter of intent for membership. So, pwede kayo mag-submit po ng letter along with some or a few copies of your issues para ma-screen po ng screening committee whose members are actually the regional trustees of the PPI plus the board. Ayun po.
Thank you, sir. Ariel. Thank you, Ma'am Joyce.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Meron
Nag-picture na ba tayo kanina?
Okay. Let's have a class picture. Si Claire nag-snap shots na yan, Joyce. So, thanks, Joyce, for all your effort. And looking forward to your mentoring with.
Oo nga, ako din actually. Na-excite ako sa stories nila.
Standby po. Okay. Turn on your cameras, please, and wear on your best smiles.
3, 2, 1. Okay, one more. 3, 2, 1. All right.
It's a good Friday. Happy weekend, everyone, and thanks, Seidel Foundation.
Weekend.
Thanks to the training team, to the technical team,
everyone.
and congratulations. And looking forward to your story.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Starting the writing starts tomorrow.
Thank you, Joyce, Arya.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, PPI.
Weekend.
HSF.
Thank you, Hans and Seidel.
Bye-bye.
Julie, naghahamon na